Welcome to the DU Weekly Check-In. I'm joined with women's basketball head coach Kerry Cremeans. Coach, let's talk about how your team did this past weekend. It was a tough road trip, but we did see some improvements in a lot of the girls.
We did. It was, the two teams that we played are, with IPFW, they have one of the best scorers and players in our conference, and she really proved that, when we played them. And then with IUPUI, a very athletic team, and they're obviously one of the top teams in the conference, look to really, maybe even consider winning it. So we did have our hands full. We were tested, but again, there were many bright spots, and one in particular is Teresa Worth and her play and her consistency more than anything to be a phenomenal scorer inside and outside, and that is something obviously that we want to continue to build on.
Right. And this week we host Omaha and Western Illinois at home. Mm-hmm. What do you think we can expect to see out of Omaha? Let's start with them.
They have a dynamic guard in Erica House, and she averages almost 18 points a game. And so she's a kid that can score it just pretty much from anywhere. So we'll have a big defensive responsibility to defend her and minimize as much as we can, her production on the court.
And then let's talk about Western Illinois. They're kind of right in the middle of the pack there, competing with everybody else. So what are we going to see out of them?
They have another player named Ashley Luke that is an inside player, mm-hmm. and she, I believe, is the second leading scorer in our conference right now. So it's so we have two phenomenal players, coming to Magnus Arena, but we're excited to play at home. We're looking forward to sleeping in our own beds and being on a normal schedule here on campus, and the kids going to class and practice here, and hopefully we'll be able to use that to our advantage. And it's Alumni Weekend.
Right.
That's there's going to be just some fun, excitement, and energy with the history of the program and what it's built on, and what we're continue to work hard every day to continue with that strong tradition and pride for DU.
Yeah, and you mentioned the alumni game. That is on Sunday prior to the women's basketball game, starting at 9 a.m. right there in Magnus Arena. If you haven't already registered, please contact Abby Bartolotta. Thanks for tuning in to the DU Weekly Check-In.